Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm having a problem with lighting today. Oh, now I'm getting light. Maybe I'm not getting light. I don't know. But here we are, week 8 of the NFL, and woo! Did you watch that game last night? That's right, I'm filming this early. It's not getting posted till Thursday, but if you watched the Seattle game last night, and I took Seattle to win, I cannot believe what Seattle did at the end of this game. I just can't believe it. If you're a Seahawks fan, you can't believe it either. Because they could have won that game. Absolutely could have won that game. 7 runs in a row against a defense. Like, did they not read the stats? I get it. Up to the 4th quarter. How it all played out. How did you not think, hey, a little play action? How come you didn't do a Robertson's route? What I call a Robertson's route. Why didn't you do a button hook? Why didn't you do a slant? Why didn't you do an inside did a bit? I mean, I could draw it out with X and an O's for you. Hello? Run the ball 7 times. You get the ball back, down by 3. You just... I gotta go for a second. I'm back. I had to go get some coffee to calm myself down because I was getting a little freaky about the Seattle game. That's wonderful. Okay, here we are in the morning. We got to get our picks done. We got to talk about how we did last week. So week 7, I did rather well. When you really think about my 4 losses, Seattle losing against New Orleans, easy. I mean, honestly, it was a home game. New Orleans could win that game just as easy as Seattle could have won that game. And 3 points. Okay. But the other 3 losses I got, let's talk about that for a second. First things first, Kansas City. As I said, it was a pick 'em game. If the Titans can run the ball, Kansas City would lose. But I picked Kansas City, and Kansas City lost, and the Titans ran the ball. Whew. Whew. Killed them. Killed them. Anyways, we'll see this week. We'll even see if Patrick Mahomes is back. I can't wait to find out if he's playing or not in my picks. It's just how it goes. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to film this now or I'm not filming it. And, well, I want to be consistent and get my picks in every week because, I've been doing pretty good on my picks. I mean, 9-4 is pretty good. The other game that didn't go my way was the Ravens. After what the Ravens pulled out the week before and a home game, whew, those injuries that they have sure did show up with Cincinnati. And of course, everyone's on the bandwagon about Cincinnati. I'm not. Okay? I'm just not. And the other game is Carolina. I had Carolina. They just can't seem to pull it together. Not a surprise team anymore. In fact, might not even make the playoffs. The Giants beat them. Wow, who picked the Giants in that game? If you said you picked them, I want to see the video evidence. But anyways, so you take those 3 games right there that could... First of all, Carolina should have won. Second of all, hello. I would have only gotten 1 wrong. Wow. Now let's talk about the Bears. Because this is Bear Town. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, you're tuning in because this is Bear Town. And we got all kinds of bears. We got Kodiaks, we got Grizzlies, we got brown bears, we got black bears. We got sloth bears that move real slow. Don't really know. But most importantly, we got Chicago Bears. And that's right, our Chicago Bears showed who they were and got decimated by Tampa Bay. Whew. Our head coach is going to lose his job. Just saying it right now. So here's my picks. Beartown, not happy with you. I'm not happy with you at all. But when it comes to picks, I'm going to pick who I think is going to win, not who I want to win. Because I want the Chicago Bears to beat the San Francisco 49ers. It's a home game, and the San Francisco 49ers have lots of injuries. But they could have pulled that out the other day. And I think with another week, could put a good effort through. And Chicago's going to have a hard time recovering from what happened to them. They should be motivated. It's a pick'em game. 2 bad teams. It's a pick'em game. So, here we go. We got Green Bay at Arizona. The Cheeseheads are traveling down to the desert. Arizona's going to win this game. I know everybody's going the other way, but I'm taking Arizona. And I'm taking Arizona for a couple of reasons. One, it's a home game. And two, I don't like the Green Bay Packers. I wish all the people well, but I don't like your team. I'm a Bear fan, so you're going to lose. Number 2, Cincinnati going into the Jets. Jets are a terrible team. Wow, and injuries. Woo. Cincinnati. Tennessee into Indy. This is going to be a great game. Indianapolis won on the weekend, and so did Tennessee. And this is going to be a pick 'em hard game. Hard pick 'em game. Pick 'em hard, pick 'em hard. Which one's going to win? It's in the dome. It's in this. It's in that. I take Tennessee. If Indy stops the run, and I mean stops it, like New Orleans did to Seattle last night, Indy will win this game. I don't think they can do it. I know they're not watching this video and the coach isn't going to do it. Anyways, it just doesn't matter. I just don't think they're going to do it. Next up, LA at Houston. The LA Rams. Houston ain't going to win. I'm taking LA. Houston's not a very good team. Next up, Pittsburgh at Cleveland. And I hate to tell you this, I'm taking Cleveland. Normally I would take Pittsburgh all day and twice on Sunday, but I'm taking Cleveland. But maybe, I really shouldn't. I'm just telling you right now, because they've got injuries too, but I'm taking Cleveland. Philadelphia at Detroit, and Detroit's playing terrible, and I know Detroit's going to win a game. And this is probably the game, but I'm taking Philly. San Francisco at Chicago. Chicago. The Bears are going to win. No, they're not. The Bears are going to lose. I take San Francisco. Whoo, can you believe it? All my friends are going to think I'm a traitor. I'm going to have to give back my Chicago Bear ring. And the only way that bear thing's coming off my finger is I'm dead. Because it doesn't come off. I tried to take it off. It wouldn't come off. Next up, we got Miami at Buffalo. And as I said before, as a sleeper team, I thought Miami at the beginning. No, they're out. They're also Rams. They're dummies. Buffalo. Take Buffalo. Buffalo lost. Buffalo's going to be out to. They're going to be out to make a statement. Next up, New England at the Chargers. And the Chargers came off a devastating loss, and New England is traveling. New England absolutely can win this game, for sure. If you think New England's going to lose, like, they're just going to lose, no. Absolutely not. They're a much better team than what people give them credit for. Got a couple of little things to figure out, but I'm telling you, they're a much better team. But it's in Charger land. Okay, it's not, Anyways, don't want to talk about it. I'm taking the Chargers. But New England, I really should take New England, but I'm going to take the Chargers. Nope. I'm going to take New England. Sure wish I knew what their game plan was. I mean, we don't get to see that until the game happens, but there's a couple things on defense that we really like to know if they're going to do it or not. And if they are going to do that, then New England will win this game. But I'm going to take the Chargers, just because they came off a big win and they're a young team. Jacksonville at Seattle. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? I have to go through this with Seattle again? You make the same mistakes you did with New Orleans, you're going to lose this game so bad. Their head coach is going to get fired. But I'm taking Seattle like a dummy. Next up, Washington at Denver. Denver's got back a couple of people, and it's in Denver, so I'm going to take Denver, which is a crazy thing to do. I think it goes the other way. Then we got Tampa Bay going into New Orleans. This will be a challenging game for Tampa Bay because New Orleans has got an excellent defense, and they have a defense that plays a certain style, and that style is very good at stopping Tom Brady. I'm just letting you know. The way they play, very good at stopping Tom Brady. But I'm going to take the Bucs. Next up, team I hate saying, so I'm not going to say it, and Minnesota. And I'm taking Minnesota because I don't like the other team, and I don't say their name. Next up, the Giants are going into Kansas City Monday night. Now, who's in and who's out? Who's quarterbacking? How do their injuries finish off this? And bop the deep doop boop boos. You guys are going to know. Time posting of this video, maybe Saturday. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of questions about what's happening in Kansas City and whether or not they can win this game. And I'm going to say Kansas City. Okay? I'm taking Kansas City. And the last game, forgot to mention, was the Panthers going to the Falcons. And this is, quite frankly, very hard to pick. Because I think the Panthers are a better team than what they've been playing lately. But they just can't seem to put it together. So I'm taking the Falcons. Because the Falcons, did manage to win against the Dolphins. So there's my picks. I think this week is so complicated on the picks, just for all you people out there. I think I could take every one of these picks the other way and get the exact same number right. Because there's some very competitive games coming up, and some very competitive, just a lot of things, just a lot of different things happening. Defense, offense, special teams, coaches, quarterbacks, injuries. Is the injury big enough? Can they come back from the injury? Are they coming back too early? I hate teams that make players come back early off of injury. I just hate it. Because they just get injured again. The odds of it's just don't. Short now. We need to win this game, not win the Super Bowl. That's what that is. Sometimes injuries are injuries. Don't make your players come back before they're ready. And I know it's really tough. You need them, especially when they're really good. And last, to finish this all off for you Seattle fans out there, how could they not just break it up a little bit? They had the chance. A couple little squiggers, some Robertsons, some slants. Stop going for the big one. Just a couple, get the defense. Stop putting 7 guys and 8 guys, 9 guys in the box. And you still ran the ball. Anyways, isn't that amazing? Well, thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully, I can get more than half of these right. But this week, I'm calling it a pick'em week. Because I think I can get 0 correct, or I can get all of them correct. But in most cases, I could go either way on how I picked. If you wrote down the picks, go the other way on me. And I bet you we end up at the same. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.